Okay, welcome back. Yesterday, you learned the rule for adding ing to action words that have a vowel before the last letter. Now let us look at the word a. A means one. So a vowel means one vowel. So when there is one vowel before the last letter in an action word, we double the last letter, just like in the word run, skip, and swim. And we looked at those yesterday. All right, so let's go over that. When there is a vowel, which means one vowel before the last letter in an action word, we double the last letter. So run, there is one vowel before the last letter. That one vowel is U. So we have to double the N to make it two N's, right? Before we add ing. The same thing goes for skip. There is one vowel before the P. We double the P, then add ing. Swim, one vowel before the M. We double the M before adding ing. Today we are going to move on now to look at another group of action words. Now these action words have not one but two vowels before the last letter. Okay, now let us read the rule about adding ing to these action words that have two vowels before the last letter. The rule says if there are two vowels before the last letter in an action word, we should not double the last letter before adding ing. Let's read the rule again. If there are two vowels before the last letter in an action word, we should not double the last letter before adding ing. And here are some examples. So we have eat. How do we spell the word eat? E-A-T. How many vowels are in the word eat before the last letter? Two vowels, E and A. So when we're adding ing to the word eat, because there are two vowels before the last letter, we just add ing. So we do not double the last letter. We do not write another T. We just add ing. Okay? Let us look at another example. Sleep. S-L-E-E-P. How many vowels are before the last letter in the word sleep? There are two vowels. Here they are. E, E. Two vowels. And because there are two vowels before the P, we do not double the P. So we do not write another P. We just add ing. Here is another one. Read. How many vowels are before the last letter? Two vowels, E and A. So because there are two vowels before the D, we do not double the D, we just add ing. So let's read our words now. Eat, after adding ing, would become eating. Sleep, sleeping. Read, reading. Okay, so always remember the ing rules for words that have one vowel before the last letter, that we double the last letter before adding ing. If there are two vowels before the last letter, we do not double the last letter, we just add ing. And as usual, I'm going to give you some in a minute so that you can practice.